All right, I am back here with Game & Watch Gallery. Gosh, we still have Manhole. I got close last time on hard mode, but hard mode classic, still not quite there yet. Let me go ahead and start the timer. And let's see if a fresh mind is all I needed, or if I'm gonna have lost my touch entirely. Only one way to find out. The most exciting game ever known to mankind. Hello, Dog and Mockin'. Welcome, welcome. That was almost a little stupid there. So the big goal here is when you get double points mode, you're just so much better off. So if I can just get double points mode, keep double points mode, and, you know, just not die once, I'll be good. You won't be here for this stream? All right, sounds good, Nintendo fan. How is it going with this game? Good. It's hard, so it's going to take a while, but I've made progress. Getting 1,000 points in some of these is definitely harder than others. Happy 4th, happy 4th. 4th is a Saturday this time, so I'm not going to be taking any streams off. But I will be doing stuff with my own family tomorrow. How many times do I have to reach? Let's see, I've done what? 3 out of 16? So still a while to go. Wiimote is also on a 450 stream streak. I mean, why did I say that? 165? All right, I gotta focus though. I was talking about this yesterday. What's hard about this one is you have to focus for just such a long time. It's like staying focused is something that's really hard. Granted, the times I often lose too are when it actually is hard, but this early stretch here, what usually gets me is just me getting, my mind starting to wander, you know? So forgive me if I miss a message. I was so close last night. Well, I mean, pretty close. I was like just before 900. So I guess not like crazy close, but... Oh, I just didn't even see him. Gosh. Bummer. I'm gonna reset. For some reason, the bottom right, they always hit the edge sooner than I think they're going to. Bummer. I could tell my mind's not quite in the right place yet, though. I felt like I was lagging behind a little bit. It doesn't have the habits built up. Or like I'm gonna have to, kind of re-get my brain in the mode. Started playing Rhythm Heaven Groove. Nice. How is it so far? Compared to the others? Or is it too early to say? Hopefully I'm awake enough for this. Alert enough. Should almost lean back. Let me see more of the screen at once. same guys that go to work on the helmet construction side. I've always thought about, like, how many of these you could connect. Like, there's a couple about a burning building. A handful that fit a war theme. Some definitely feel pretty isolated, though, like, sure, you could throw them in the same universe, but... And in some cases, like Super Mario Brothers, well, I mean, I guess Super Mario Brothers kind of has the overarching, like, human world is kind of part of it, so in some form, whether that's now New Donk or otherwise. It is kind of funny how the Game & Watch Gallery games are kind of both Game & Watch games and Mario games. Which I guess slightly worse, considering we do have a Mario Game & Watch. Although I guess if we were to take that approach, we'd have to say that Popeye and Mickey Mouse and all them are also in the same universe. Still early. Remix stages. What are those? All right, further than last time without getting hit or without dropping a guy. I did it again. It's the same guy. Man. I don't know. Maybe I should keep going to try to get better at it, but I really want to get double points mode. Feels so nice. You know what? This time I'll just go no matter what. Oh, I'm just disappointed in myself. How do I keep letting that happen? Like, what am I doing wrong? It's catching me off guard. Any game can be slotted into the extended universe. What, of Game & Watch, or like in general, any game you could consider every game in the universe part of an extended universe. Game & Watch, okay. So you're swapping between a bunch of the games. Like WarioWare style, almost. I mean, I guess it probably is more, it could be more deterministic than random, but... So this first video is only 100 clips. And the idea is I would be caught up like I am with like I want to be with the Nintendo Awards series, and... do it every 100 games. We'll see what the response is to the first one though. People just hate it. I'll at least lower it as a priority, but I'd like to have them all done. I might save it for next time I'm sick or something, though. It's kind of convenient as a video to make when I can't record. That being said, it was not zero effort searching through 100 videos, or plus, actually, because some games have more than one. Actually, how many of the first 100, though, took me longer than one sitting? Mahjong, Gamoku. Some of them I have multiplayer sessions. Versus tennis. I don't think I've hit versus Excite Bike. I think that's right at the cutoff. That was another one that took me a while. It's actually kind of sad. Hang on. Oh. I do Excite Bike into Clue Clue Land, into versus at Clue Clue Land, and then I can't do versus Excite Bike. And the problem is those were all done at like the same time. So I have to cut it at a slightly awkward point, but... Might not be just when I have a sore throat, too. There's other times where recording becomes tough. Sometimes I'm running out of time to do them because it's a little more limited when I can actually record. There's a few more restrictions. Like, I usually can't really record in the morning. And then I don't like recording too late because other people live here. It's the one nice thing about skipping a stream day, like how I'm not going to stream on Monday for a bit. It gives me a bit of time in the afternoon for recording if I need it. That's why I've actually considered doing morning streams instead, but the one time I did, the Saturday morning stream, I didn't like it as much. I was too groggy. Plus, I don't totally like changing schedules for like people that work or go to school in the morning here. Like, I think we would totally lose shutting Magneton, which would be pretty sad. No, that was next. Gosh, okay. Man. I said I would go. I'm just going to go to try to get more practice. That's true. There was a whole bunch of... I forgot about that. Yeah, a bunch of early Game & Watch games I revisited to... I was like not doing the game mode B life refreshes, and I changed my mind. As well as... Oh, Donkey Kong Jr. took a few tries, too. What was the other one I was going to say? Radar Scope. I found out it had an ending cutscene. Kind of. Oh, I actually think this is going to be one of the harder ones. In the end. I think Octopus is probably going to be pretty hard, although I could see that one being one that once I figure it out, it's not as bad. I just started off terribly. I don't think Oil Panic is going to be too bad, although I'm not... Weirdly enough, the classic version was the one I struggled with. I almost had the modern version was the one I struggled with more, but part of that was me just figuring it out. The classic version, I almost got 1,000 on my first try, so I don't think Oil Panic is going to be... That one might be the easiest. We'll see. I don't know. The jumping one was pretty easy. Or not jumping. The Manhole Modern was pretty easy, though. That was the easiest. So it's like the easiest Modern was this one, but it might be the hardest Classic. We'll see. What's the last one? Oh, Fire. I don't think Fire will be too bad. We'll see, though. The Classic could be pretty hard. I don't think I got super far in that. I'm a little worried about, like, the double movement aspect of it. Because sometimes I just mess up that input. Almost messed up there. So I almost made it. Double points, but wah wah. I didn't. Man, imagine how long a Game & Watch gallery with every Game & Watch would take. Wonder if Nintendo will ever add Game & Watch to NSO. I'm almost surprised they did Virtual Boy before it. I feel like it's possible. Whew, a little dicey. I always get so scary during the up to the 100. Still absolutely hot today. Absurdly hot. It's not too bad here still. It'll get hotter, but luckily we've had a break up here. It's been cloudy pretty much all week. Then we had some rain over the last weekend. It starts warming up too much. I've said it before, but I think I might move to Suji's old room for just the summer. Or at least the wall. So part of the reason why I haven't wanted to move into that room entirely, the option was presented to me after Suji left, is that someone teaches piano in the room right below it. And you would probably hear it while I stream. It's a nicer room, though. It's bigger. And has a better air conditioner installed. It's not as loud. And I don't think it drains as much power. And it still gets the room plenty cool. I think this one's older. Oh, I barely got that in time. The stupid slowdown gets me every time. Yeah, you were saying that last time, Turtle. Very nice. Our summers here don't get, like, too bad. We usually have, like, a few stretches of pretty bad heat, but overall it's warm less often here than a lot of places. Even in the US. Or maybe that's more what I'm saying for the US. There are definitely colder places than here, too. Oh, I saw that was... I, like, pushed the wrong button and just got way off kilter. Bummer. Oh, disappointing. The controls of this are just a little awkward. I'm not sure what else you could do, though. It's just the problem is that the original Game & Watch was designed to be a 4-button machine. Wow, I almost messed up already. And I only have... Well, oh gosh, I should have known. I'm getting too distracted trying to conceptually describe this. It was designed to be a button that you didn't use a game that you didn't have to use a D-pad on. You just use one button for each location. It's kind of over now, though. Oh well, I'm getting good practice in. Oh, it was that one first. Well, I'm out. Just need that double points mode. I gotta stop losing before it. That's what's getting me. We got one more day, and then Wiimote Yours is coming up. I think it is gonna get warmer for me next week. I don't think it's gonna be too bad, though. Yeah, like we're in 70s now, and we're gonna have a couple of 80s next week, but nothing too bad at all. I haven't felt too bad about this summer, but so far, but you know, we still got the rest of July and August to go. You know, why are these manhole guys getting so mad for falling in the water? In this heat? Sounds kind of... Actually, no. Falling in sewage does not ever sound nice. I guess this might not be... No, I mean, if it's supposed to be a manhole, then it is sewage, right? Because these almost just look like bridges or something. But at least the cover of New Widescreen Manhole definitely suggests that it's... You know, I wonder what those places are actually like down there. I mean, they can't be like how they're always shown in, like, cartoons and stuff. I almost missed that. Bet you I could find a video if I was really curious. Oh, I almost did that early. Anything exciting happening with the World Cup? Getting close to being done with the round one, right? You guys have made me pay more attention to this than I ever have before. I was reading a bit about it. You know, trying to up my cultural conversations game. And I saw some people saying that, like, the top few teams are, like, pretty significantly better than everyone below them. What was it? Argentina, France, someone else? I can't remember. Which team did I play as in World Cup? I can't remember, actually. It was a team that had, like, that really good shot. The really good, the really good special move. It's kind of interesting. I was looking into, you know, the US and how they do. First off, I didn't realize that their women's team was, like, so good. That was kind of... I didn't realize just how good they were. Like, I'd heard, but I didn't know it was that good. I just was too slow. God. And the US has a decent team. But a big part of it is just honestly, like, the US doesn't really lack the money for sports or the, you know, athletes. It's just more that the US has a very big sports scenes with other sports. And soccer just doesn't get quite as much. That soccer ends up not getting as much funding as something like, you know, football or basketball or baseball, the big three. So as a result, the athletes tend to gravitate towards those sports more, because those are, in the US, the big money makers. How's the game going so far? It's going all right. It's pretty tough to get 1,000 in some of these, but I'm feeling like I'm improving. This one I've hit a wall a little bit, but I'll get it eventually. I've gotten close. Hang on, I gotta... Nose was feeling stuffy. Ah! Doesn't matter too much, actually, if I can just get the life refresh here. It's not too important after you've... The second life after you've lost one before 300 is like the least important life in the whole game. I don't think it can get any less important than that one. Because anything after 300, you can't refresh. And then the first one, you lose the 300. Yeah, like my dad actually pays quite a bit of attention to the World Cup. But he's always actually been a fan. Like he used to teach it even. And play, he's even as an adult, played like indoor soccer with other, or not even as an adult, as like an older guy. Until he hurt himself. He like seriously messed up his wrist one time. He liked playing goalie. Hang on, there's some chats I want to read. Croatia lost to Portugal yesterday after a very controversial disallowed goal. Ooh. I imagine this is just people being salty. I did see after the U.S. match, some people were mad at a ref's call. In the U.S., some U.S. people were mad. A red card, I think. Or it might have been more of a... They felt like... There were other things that were just as bad that didn't get called out. But I don't know. I wasn't watching. I don't know enough. Could just be people being salty. I remember there being a Super Bowl game where, you know, Seahawks lost, so a bunch of Seahawks fans were saying, oh, the ref, bad calls. To be fair, it's the only time you care about sports, too. I usually am, I'm often paying attention to even just U.S., not all, like the basketball I don't follow that much. Usually when the Super Bowl's coming, I'm paying a little bit of attention. Sometimes the World Series for baseball. If my dad's talking about it. Sometimes that depends on how good the Mariners are doing, though. I still find it funny that we call it the World Series. We got like, what, one or two Canadian teams that play in it? I wonder how often U.S. and Japanese teams play. Because I know that there's baseball's, you know, decent there. Decently popular. Actually pretty popular. I think it's their most popular sport. Yeah, all you need is Japan to be pretty close to the world. You feel for Croatia, though. It's not just Salt. Rolled off sides because center's in the ball. Had registered. Oh. Wow. People mad at football calls sounds impossible. I feel like I say it with any sport. Anytime I watch sports enthusiasts play, they're suddenly better referees than the ref is, you know? Which, that's not to say bad calls never happen. I'm certain they do. It's just a funny thing I've always noticed. I wonder if, like, I don't know, insider, like, bribes ever happen. Can't imagine it's never happened. Or even more simply, if a ref just really has a favorite secretly and even subconsciously lets that influence them. Wouldn't be surprised if that happens too. Hello, Nintendo. Welcome, welcome. I see that you recently learned that Dr. Bop was also my brother, huh? Yeah, you didn't know. He's the one that shows up in the very first Color TV game videos. Oh, I just moved. I hate it when I move too early. It's the slow speed sometimes actually gets me. That's bad. I was actually feeling kind of decent about this one too. Felt like I was playing good, even if I didn't get the double points. Okay. He's here often, but he doesn't do quite as much for the channel or he's not like quite as involved as Suji is. I used to live with him, and then I lived with Suji for a while. Now I live with neither. I think I've said this before, but you guys actually have Suji to thank for me streaming in the first place. He was the one that kind of convinced me to do it. I really wasn't sure. This run's actually pretty good. Hold up. I gotta kind of focus. Yeah, Suji moved out pretty recently. He's close enough that he still comes over once a week to do the multiplayer. Well, he was. Unfortunate. I just, like, I feel like I can see the run where I do good. I just haven't gotten it yet. Like, I've done good enough on individual parts that with double scoring, I would have made it by now, you know, if I just didn't mess up at key moments. If I didn't fail, I would have won. Hopefully you get what I mean. We are taking a break for the summer right now, though. Multiplayer streams will be back eventually, just not right now. This is a new PB. I don't think I've made it to the 900s before. Hold on, I'm gonna lock in here. Although I gotta be careful. Sometimes when I lock in, I overthink it. Be still my heart. Oh, I got so close to messing up there. Oh my goodness, my heart. Okay, I did it. Whew. Very nice. In all 4 games, you get a star for every 200 points. How many can you get? All right. Whoa. Oh, I think I got one of the endings. Wait. I got credits even? Oh, this kind of credits. Thank you for the GGs. Thank you, Suji, Shining Magneton, Wiimote, Turtle, Fear Navigator, Nintendo. There is a real credits way later. Thank you, Klein. This is you get one ending for 20 stars, a second ending for 40 stars, and a final ending at 80. So I've just passed 20 stars. That means I was at 19. Well, feels like progress at least. Anything else I missed? There's a World Cup that happened in 1934 Italy, which was suspected to have been completely rigged. No, really. Australia, Egypt heading to a penalty shootout. Oh boy. How good's Australia's team? I don't really know. I guess I don't really know about Egypt either. I thought for a second I got the real credits. I actually think you could call this an ending and be satisfied with it. I wouldn't judge someone too hard. So I like how it's not even showing pictures of the sprites or anything, though. It's just saying their names over and over again. To be continued. What's that saying? There's gonna be another Game & Watch gallery, or they're just saying I'm not done with this one yet? Oh, hello, Peach. Have I seen her at all yet in this mode? I guess she is in, wait, no. She's on the cover of one of them. Yeah, she's an octopus. That's right, she's on the boat. All right, manhole is done. Now for fire. I'm not as worried about fire's modern one, but classic, I'm not so confident in yet. We'll see. Maybe I should just see the extra stuff for that too now. Released in, oh, they got exact dates on this. I didn't realize that. Released in 4/28/1980, first Game & Watch game. Juggle the balls, but don't drop them. Oh, even they refer to it as G&W. I didn't realize that. Released in June of 1981, first widescreen. Oh, they just skipped. Catch the people before they drop. First in the silver. No, wait, this is not the first silver. That's silver was the first. Wait, right? I think so. Released, yeah. 1980 Silver Series, get the larger number to win. It's not just about getting the larger number, it's about reacting to the numbers properly, but sure. Release the widescreen, stop the enemies from setting fire. Fire attack. All right. Time to move on to fire. I got to 989. I'm so sad that I even lost. Man, I'm sorry I'm yawning so much. I even tried to get better sleep last night. Yeah, I kind of wish there was an option for the classic step music. I get that, you know, the sounds are like part of the classic experience, but I wouldn't mind. Yeah, it is. The naming is odd. The series is a little cursed in that regard. Hello, Magic Joy Nerd. Welcome. Also, hello, Popsta. I gotta get better at this. The problem is if you push it at the same time, you don't get it. Yeah, it's definitely still faster to do that than to mash. This was a bomb last time. Oh, look, it is again. Is it worth hitting it once and then missing it? Do you get any points for hitting it once? I should check. Wait, why did I do that? I did not need to stop there. I forgot how this worked. My brain was on classic double points mode. I should have kept playing. Because you get a life refresh at 200. You get one life at 200, which, like, often I don't get hit anyway. I definitely should have kept going. I'm stupid. Wake up. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. It's gonna be a while before this next Nintendo Award video comes out. Well, not like a while, but a bigger break than the last one. Oh, hey, I gotta start this time. I wish you could push them both at the same time. I don't know, maybe this SNES can't. No, it should be able to read two at once. It's a control thing I don't totally like about this one. Can I put, wait, there's 3 buttons I can technically push. On the Game Boy, it wasn't that way, but... Oh, wait, no. Only for left. I just need to mash more is what I need to do. Magic doing it on the 110 stream streak. Nice. Yeah, based on the new widescreen makes sense. I think Fire is as well. Why wouldn't you at that point? Especially considering the classic ones were weirder with, like, life refreshes and stuff. Egypt won. You know, I don't remember penalty kicks, like, ever being a thing when I was, or, is that what they call it? What's it called? At the end of the game? If it's a tie? I don't remember those being a thing when I was younger, but maybe, like, we just straight up... I was never the one picked for that, so I just, like, wasn't paying attention. No, it's not on hold. It's just gonna take a little longer to come out than I would have originally planned. I messed up, like, maybe... Did I mess up twice, even, with moving the voting along? I think I forgot, like, twice. And then... I'm just realizing now that I don't want to work on Nintendo Awards next week when I'm also writing the script for Fire Emblem, so... It's going to be... I'm gonna work on it the week after, because I don't think the script for, what's the game that's after? After that? Whatever it is, it's not gonna be as bad. And then there's still a few weeks later after that, but by the time it finally comes out, because it has to go out to the reviewers. That was just me. I messed up. I swapped back. I fully expect Fire Emblem to be a pretty tough video because I want to do the story justice, more justice than the game does. Like, I think I'm going to whip out a map and everything. Mercenary Force, yeah, Mercenary Force. I don't think that'll be a hard one to do a video on. I mean, maybe there's a surprising history section to it, but I doubt it. And although I did play the game multiple times, it's not too complex of a game. And it didn't have two versions for multiplayer like Blu-ray Fighter does. Yep, I finished Manhole. A run that didn't have double points mode at all, managed to make it all the way to the end. I guess I should never restart. Well, maybe if I die within the first 100. This one gets kind of insane. Man, I'm failing my fast things a bunch. Holy moly, this is actually really hard all of a sudden. Now imagine if it was faster. Oh my goodness. Why is it going so crazy at 300? Come on, give me a break. feel like the story of the original Fire Emblem is pretty hard to follow when you can't visualize it. Like, I remember even between streams, I paused and I looked at a map to understand it. I was like, oh, this helps so much. Because other than the random teleportation at the end, it follows a pretty clear, like, journey of conquest, you know? It's too bad you can't refill all your lives at every major increment, but I would ultimately say that it's probably nicer to have... Wow, I forgot those were even in the game. Did I get any points for bouncing the bomb? I'm not sure. I meant to look, but that was too chaotic. It's probably not worth it, though. That was my first egg, I think, of this whole session. I think? Have I reset twice? No. Maybe I did see one really early on. I think I did see one really early on. Okay, if I can make it to 500, I'm actually back at full life here, which is always nice. Whew. Oh. Didn't get my inputs in that good, but I still made it, thankfully. I've started to mash anyway, even when I'm trying to do my double input, because it works as like a backup. If I ever miss this heart, it's gonna suck. I thought I was maybe gonna miss it there for a second, but looks like it's pretty generous. Okay, back to full health. Very good. Hello, somebody. Who was that? Confused Mista. Hello, Confused Mista. That's what I get for looking at chat. Ba 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 ba. This game makes me like sweat with my fingers with how fast you gotta move sometimes. I actually could have tested if the bomb gives you a point pretty easily there. It's a little bit more calm. One thing that's kind of hard in these that actually is important is being good at leaving not too early, but like not too late. And not even just because, you know, too late means one falls immediately, but because you get kind of behind. I did some stupid stuff there, but I'm fine. Oh, I barely got that Yoshi. Pay attention to chat. This is definitely on the harder end of paying attention to chat kind of games. I don't think I realized this when I was playing the old Game & Watches because no one was saying nearly as much. Or there just wasn't nearly as many people. Oh gosh. Whew. That bomb could have stuck around between those Donkey Kongs for a bit there. Okay, made it to 800. This is looking pretty good. I'm feeling good about this right now. I honestly would not have minded that, Suji. A separate button just to go all the way to the other side. I think I would have preferred it that way. Like A is just move all the way to the right, B is move all the way to the left. I don't know, maybe they didn't even realize you could use A and B the way I do it. Maybe that was not even intentional. Oh, I pushed right and B instead of right and A because I'm dumb. Oh well. This still looks pretty good. I don't think the original wouldn't have had the double tapping, but maybe the inputs just were programmed slightly differently or something. Oh my goodness, I barely caught up with that. Or, yeah, like I'm kind of surprised I didn't go too slow, to be honest. All right, well, there we go. I knew that wouldn't be too bad. We'll see how hard mode is, though. Yep, especially considering community during the original Game & Watch was both my brothers, and that's it. Alright, now for hard. Thank you, Magic Joey Nerd. Shining Maddington, Wiimote for the GGs. Is my screen? No, it's still on the bright setting. Okay, for some reason it just looked a bit dark to me for a second there. Thank you, Dog and Mockin'. Yeah, I know, it is funny how there are multiple characters in these. There's even multiple Marios in the first manhole. Wait, was the music different? There's already two of them in Donkey Kong Jr. Math. How do I see that? What do I think of the selection here? It's fine. It's kind of interesting that they chose different. Like, it's not just all one series or something, you know, you do have a dual screen one thrown in there. I guess it's still a lot of the early ones, though, for the most part, outside of that. I definitely can say, compared to the first one, to Game Boy Gallery, I think the inclusion of the modern version adds a lot. I definitely have been preferring them generally overall, except for Oil Panic for some reason. I don't know if I've actually played 4. I think that's the only one I haven't played. I can't remember if I played 3, though. I'm a little iffy on that one. I definitely played 1 and 2. I bought them all on the virtual console when it was closing, but then I ended up not playing them all because I was like, gonna wait for the challenge. And I can't remember if I played the 3rd. What system was the 3rd one on? Because I want to say I've done everything Game Boy and Game Boy Color, and I just hadn't done GBA yet. I looked at chat. This is fine, though. I'm close to 200. It was GBC, so I think I did play 3. What games were in it? Oops. Oh, well. It was a bomb anyway. Haha. Which one's the hardest one? What one do I gotta fear? Holy goodness. You know, I don't know if I did play that one. Those games don't sound familiar to me. I don't think that is the first time I've said holy goodness. No, I maybe remember Junior. So maybe I did. I don't remember. Is that the only one where you have unlockable games in Classic? Because I remember playing one with unlockable games in Classic. Or does 2 do that as well? 4 does. No, then I think I have played 3. Wow, I can't hardly remember it. Maybe it'll ring more bells once I sit down and play it. The present was not worth it, or the egg. I am a little worried about the classic version of this one, though. I could see it being pretty tough. I had a lot harder time even just following where they were going without, like, the motion. I just remember there being one where, like, in the museum part, you could click on a game and play it or something like that. Unless I'm just imagining things. I actually don't find this one to be too hard to follow who to hit next. It's just a matter of being fast enough. Well, I made it to a life refresh with no lives to refresh. Too bad I can't stock up. Whoa. I feel like I'm getting a little better at the inputs, too. The timing of it. Oh, I actually did mess up that one time after saying that time after saying I don't. Ah! Junior's a little harder because he's just... Oh my goodness, that was just hard to keep up. He's already bouncing so low, he's a little bit harder to track. Pretty close to another life refresh, though, here. Oh, I didn't see him. That was weird. Bummer. Well, it is hard mode after all. Oh, I went too far. Wow, I can't believe how fast I just spiraled out of control there. Bummer. That sounds like 4? Really? Maybe I did play 4 then. I didn't think I had. Maybe I did. Gosh, have I actually played this whole series? I was playing a lot of games at that time. And kind of rushing through them probably a little bit too much, to be honest. The good thing about this challenge is it's keeping my, eagerness in check. It's forcing me to slow down a little while I play them, which is good. I'm really disappointed in myself there. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. I did some pretty dumb plays. Like, every single one of those failures were pretty stupid. Well, the one where I mixed up the order was legit kind of a hard moment. The other two felt like me just being stupid. I gotta stop. Sometimes I'm hitting to the right twice when I just need to get to the middle. That's a stupid thing I've started doing recently that I need to stop. Is Octopus widescreen? So is Fire. What were the lives / double points things like in widescreen? So I know new widescreen was like the double screen, what it's called, multi-screen, but I can't remember how widescreen was, or gold for that matter. That's when they were still kind of experimenting a bit more, I feel like. I mixed up the order. Right, man, now I'm doing that more. Of course, it's because I said it. If I hadn't said it, I would have been fine. I think it has to do with the ones coming out of the castle. I'm having a bit harder time tracking their order, because, like, if it's a Yoshi or a Junior, their bounce is, like, different, so the way they fall, the way is just a little different. I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Was Fire and Octopus both widescreen? Or is one of those gold? Can't remember. Gold was like 4? There was Lion. I know Lion was gold. What else was gold? Yeah, but the Fire in this is going to be based on the remake of Fire, which I think was also widescreen, wasn't it? Oh no, it's just 3. That's right, it's 3 for gold. I forgot, that's like one of the shortest ones. Okay, we're doing fine. Helmet, Manhole, and Lion. That's right, that's right. It's coming back to me. So, what I can't remember then is how points and double scoring worked in a widescreen. We'll see, I guess, when I get to Fire. I feel like I remember there being one series that gave you multiple life refreshes, but maybe I'm just delusional. I just messed up my double inputs. Disappointing. I should have been mashing, but I was just scared about the fact that I had to go back and forth. I didn't want to mash too much. In every Game & Watch gallery, does the classic version always just follow the original rules? Or do they ever change it up? Like, anytime, if ball ever gets reused again, is it still no life refreshes? You know, this isn't the first time Mario's been used in a remake of a Game & Watch game. Mario the Juggler. Oof, getting 1,000 in ball sounds brutal. I mean, I guess I did it already. Doing it again. The originals, no wait. No, they did, never mind. I thought maybe they didn't have mode Bs, but they totally do. Oh. Mode B, does ball ever get reused in a Game & Watch gallery, actually? Or is that just Game Boy gallery? Do they still make it just be 1,000 points for B, or do you gotta get 10,000 points for all the stars? Or however they do it later on. They still just made it 1,000? That's really funny. That's like basically just getting to 100, right? I just didn't see him again. Invisible. I'm pretty close to 700 though, so that doesn't hurt too bad. Oh, Peach does appear in this one. Right. Just not in the window. I shouldn't have gone for the star. I got greedy. Uh-oh, that's a pretty early mess up here for the last stretch. I'm suddenly, this last few hundred, I'm struggling with it. On hard mode. It's become a lot harder for me to track them. Every time, I just spiral out of control. That time, I just messed up my inputs. I don't totally like the double input thing. I'm not consistent at it. That intro does sound like a completely different song. It's not used later on at all. Like, it doesn't loop to that point. I'm a little disappointed in how much longer I'm taking on this one. I feel like I shouldn't be struggling as much later on as I am. Wish I was a bit more consistent with the double tapping. Whatever you want to call it. I also just wish you could push them both at the same time and it would work. I have a real genius play here. Why don't y'all go drive the carriage a little closer to the castle? But that I wouldn't get any points. Wait, do I not get points for them actually landing in the thing? Is it only on the bounce? I guess that makes sense. That's where I'm doing the actual work. The last bounce is basically where I get the points. Well, then they can step 2/3 of the way closer, and I can just stand still with the trampoline. And get as many points as I want. Although I guess then we would get every bob. I guess I could just walk away whenever there's an egg. But ba-da-ba-da-da-da-da-da. I'm scared about how fast I've been dying later on, like... I clearly need to just get better. And not lucky. Ah, double tapped when I shouldn't have. Unfortunately, that's soon after 200, which is not really what you want to see. I also definitely like the increments of 200, 500, 700 than just 300 nothing. Because what's funny about the 300 nothing, it's like, oh yeah, you're refilling points at the easiest part of the whole thing. Or after the easiest part of your run. Although I guess double points does add another layer to that. Do I get 15 point or 5 points for the first time I break open the star egg? I don't think I do I? Or maybe I did. Or was I quite looking at the right time? Oh, I think I... Wait, did I there? I can't even tell. I think I maybe did. Oh my goodness. Barely made that. Give me my life back. Almost went the wrong way there. All right. Back to full. You do get a point for the bomb. Oh, but no, I don't think I actually did for the second bounce, interestingly enough. I got one for the egg. Maybe not worth it there, but whatever. Oh my goodness. I was almost too slow there. This is one where I'm not keeping track of like who's supposed to be next. I'm just reacting. By and large. I mean, obviously you can kind of see it coming from a bit away, but sometimes. I don't know if that's going to be valid enough, or like if that's going to work for Classic, though. We'll have to see, I guess. Wow, it was just fast. I think I messed up the input. I'm a little worried about... Again, oh, I didn't even get the star. That's okay, though. I'm a little worried about, I missed it? Are you serious? Oh, that is tragic. Oh, that's so sad. I'm so bummed. Like, maybe I need to get better at leaving earlier. Okay, that window is not as wide as I thought it was. It was like coming down right at the same time as another guy, though. What was I gonna do about that? Ah, stupid double tap. If only I hadn't missed that one. Oh! Alright, I gotta focus, although I'll admit my hope is not super high right now. Okay, that was not too bad of an 800. Part of it just depends on when your juniors arrive. It was like not worth it because it could have been a bomb too. Sweet! Okay, whew, a little sweaty. What kind of question is that? My favorite Game & Watch number. All right. Modern, this one is done. Now for this, which I am a little more nervous about. I think I did refill lives at 200, but I don't know if there was another one afterwards. Thank you for the GGs, Fear Navigator and Dongenmachen. 300 is a number I'm pretty have a soft spot for because I went for it so much. Definitely not 9,999 because of what that represents. In Game Boy Gallery particularly. 1,000's weird because in classic Game & Watches, you never actually reached 1,000. You looped from 999 to 1. So wait, is this supposed to be Mario and Luigi actually the whole time? And those are very poorly drawn toads. Man, sometimes I get it, and then like that time I didn't. It's like different on this one. The timing is not the same. Am I crazy? You have to be a lot more delayed. You can't do it nearly as fast. Or like you have to push the buttons at a lot different time. I made it to 1,000 in the modern versions of this. What are you talking about? Ball? Did I make it to 1,000 or something? I think I probably did on that one, right? I remember for silver, I just went for 100 because there was just nothing else to go for. Oh, you mean in... I didn't just make it in Greenhouse. I also got it on Mario the Juggler. And that doesn't... Again, that wraps around your score to 1. There was no 1,000. It goes from 999 to 1 still. Beep, beep, beep. I still haven't done a summary on Mario the Juggler, right? Is that the last one? Yeah, because I've done Zelda. Oh, wow, that ordering was wrong. Interesting. So this one is a little forgiving with the incorrect orderings. I remember someone pointing out what's different about Game Mode B in this one, but I don't remember what it was. Something about the way the height they jump sometimes or something. Was there variance in it on the first bounce? Or is it always lower? I don't remember. Or is the second bounce always lower? I can't recall. It's funny seeing a screen of this side being called widescreen. Da, da, da. Is moving left to right inherently better than moving up and down because of our screen sizes and how much we can see left to right? I can't even tell what's a person going up or down for a second there. This is way too early to be sweating this hard. Me. Oh, dang it, I still don't know if there's a double points in this one. Almost made it. Bummer. They changed it. It's a Band-Aid up there now. It used to be an angel. Yo, this Game & Watch got slightly censored? If they lose by any less than 4 goals, it'll be sensational. They managed to draw all matches. I don't know how much at this point in time. I'm guessing Nintendo of America still had some of the stricter rules. I don't know, though. I can't remember when they started mellowing out more on the religious imagery rules. Wow, I'm just very bad right now all of a sudden. Oh, this one's... I think this one's gonna be hard. The more I'm looking at this. And part of it depends, though, on what the Silver Series Life's or widescreen. I'm gonna look it up, because I don't remember. I've played these before. Why... I don't know if I can find this easily, though. Actually, the manual would probably say. I mean, I guess I should just play it till I figure it out. Oh, dang it. The website's broken that I normally get it. Well. I don't know. Does the manual for this game say? Boy, does this one start out slow. And I failed. I tried to do too much at once. It just does not explain it. Man. How hard is it to find just a little bit of info? Okay, on the harder difficulties, they sometimes jump from a lower building. I kind of remember that now, actually. Eh. Doot, doot. Did that in the wrong order? What happens at this point with draws? Do you have to just keep going until someone wins? With the, Oh, it actually does. Go into extra time. Doot, doot. And what happens if the penalty shootout's a draw? That's what I was actually thinking of already. Penalty, sudden death. Is that first person to score wins? Oh, I'm assuming you did the other, like, let's say the first person scores, the other person has a chance still to keep it going, right? Wonder what the longest sudden death ever was. In, like, a legit World Cup or World Cup match. I guess when there's a fire, the fire doesn't move, but the smoke does if the top left of this Game & Watch is anything to go off of. But I guess part of that is that the backgrounds are what's colored, you know? On the original Game & Watch. I was trying to wonder why they threw a bunch of bushes down there other than just for looks, and I was like, you know what? I bet you it's actually part of the story. It's the reason why they can't get the ambulance owner, over. The hotel owner is like, you can't go anywhere near the plants, or I'm suing. And that is why they're there. For environmental storytelling. I just want to get to 200 once without dying to see if this has double scoring. Why am I incapable of doing that? I just want to know. I guess I'm not sure if there's any more life refreshes besides 200 as well. I would like to know that. Unfortunately, the website that I was using to find Game & Watch manuals, it's still alive, but it's also like, the links are all broken now. Should have downloaded all the manuals when I had the chance. Beep. Does Internet Archive have download links? It's all download stuff. It's not stuff that you can just view. I guess I didn't make that clear. Beep. Beep, beep, beep. Man, these classics ones are gonna add so much just playtime to this because of Oh, I thought I was gonna catch him and I failed. Moved away too soon. I'm getting a little better at tracking. They're falling though, at least, I feel like. At that point, though, it's a lot of work just to try to figure out one little thing. I might as well just keep playing at that point. Surely I'll get to 200 one of these times without dying. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. This is already getting pretty fast. Imagine how much hard mode's gonna be at the later difficulties. Or I mean at the later numbers. Oh wait, no, hard mode isn't gonna be faster. Hard mode just has the guy falling from the lower building randomly. Which will be hard, but I don't know if it's actually gonna be any faster. Maybe it will be. Why does it feel like sometimes it speeds up and slows down, like, in the middle? Oh. It does kind of pause with every guy you hit, which is a little odd. So maybe that's part of the reason why it feels like that. Oh, you know, I might just be listening to the audio sounds, and those are just different depending on where the guys are actually falling at. Or, like, if they're rising or falling and stuff. So it may not be as weird as I think it is. It's just like an illusion that the sound... Beep, beep. Is there magic ordering to this too? Like, no, there's not. Oh, man. This one's hard when it gets fast. I'm concerned about this one. There is multiple life refreshes, though. That's huge, honestly. I just don't remember if this is double points now or not. Because then I think I get another life refresh at 700. That's humongous. Okay. That being said, the last stretch is still going to be really hard, I bet. Ah, I just moved over too much. Jeez. The detection on this one's a little tough to know. Oh my goodness, they fall so fast sometimes. Gosh, it's so hard to track. What's happening? I thought I'm moving too early a lot. It's a bummer. So it's getting me a bunch. Oh, I'm worried about this one. This one seems hard. That was really hard there during those later speeds, or like later the higher numbers. Definitely gets more exciting later on than this, I can tell you that much. This one's weird, because sometimes it feels like there's more forgiveness with catching them, and then sometimes it feels like there's not. I'm not sure why. Oh. I think with a lot of these classic ones, I'd honestly like them a lot more if you could just, like, if they started at a higher number. The early parts are just so slow. Beep, beep. Beep. Can I get to 200 without dropping a dude? Knowing that there's life refreshes at 500 and I think 700 is nice, though. So, anyone got any plans for 4th of July for those that celebrate it? No, I just want to know if this has double points, man. You have plans, but you won't tell me them? Because we're definitely not both doing the same thing. For a kid, 4th of July was the fireworks holiday. As an adult, it's the barbecue holiday. Barbecue and hang out. Eh. Doot, doot, doot. You might watch National Treasure. There was one opportunity I had to see that movie at a friend's birthday party / like sleepover, and I fell asleep, or I chose to go to sleep and not pay attention. So I've never actually seen it. There are definitely a lot of holidays that kind of just change once you're an adult. Or not even just as an adult, but, you know, as you get older. Christmas, I feel like, is kind of similar. Maybe I don't have quite the same, like, yay, Christmas, get me all my toys mentality, but my family still does, like, gift giving. I guess it's changed, though. It's more of a personalized gift giving. Where everyone gets, you know, we do Secret Santa because there's so many of us. I think I've talked about it before. So I guess it has changed a little bit, but there's a lot of Christmas traditions that I still do as an adult. Independence Day taught you everything about how computer viruses work. There's so much about, like, computer technology that movies get wrong. My favorite is always the hacker. Someone's hacking, there's just words flying by on the screen as they're mashing on their keyboard. I mean, not that I've done too much hacking, but there is a lot more sitting and staring and trying to figure things out. And probably, like, automated things. Which I guess could look like a wall of text flying by. But automated things usually means you're actually just clicking run on something and just waiting forever for it to actually run. Like, basically, usually, maybe you write fast while you're writing your script, but you're not usually mashing in letters while your script is running. So while things are happening, you're not actually mashing things on your keyboard. Wait, you thought it was Saturday, so you thought it was 4th of July? Aren't you coming over here on Saturday? So we can drive up together? Or was it more like of a mental state flub and not something you thought too hard about? Yeah, I see. Kind of like what I'm saying. Honestly, I think I like 200, 500, 700 better than just 300. I mean, I guess obviously it's more life points, but I think even just from a balancing standpoint, I like it a bit more. Wow, there was too many bodies. I was having a hard time keeping track, unfortunately. I think I might have done those guys backwards. Beep. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm getting to... Oh, no, wait, this is not 500. Oh, shoot, this does matter. Man, this one's hard. It's really hard. This one actually is really hard to track what people are doing. The bodies going up for some reason are really distracting to me. I should just tape those. You never actually have to, like, think about those parts too much, though. I should just tape my screen white. Right where they... right where they cover the... Right where they're going up. Because I legit think they're more distracting than they are helpful while they're going up. Ah. I think I thought a guy going up there to the right was going down, and I panicked so hard I mashed the X button. What's interesting is I'm sure it will happen. Ah, man! I haven't had problems with going too slow. I keep leaving too quickly. That was tough. Well, I'm gonna take a break to give my brain a break and to cool down my room just a little bit. Oh, so let me go ahead and pause the timer. All right, I'm back. Sorry, that took a bit longer than I wanted to. I was trying to find the manual, and even with Internet Archive, it didn't work. All right, let's get back into this. If I tried to click on the link, it said, "You have done too many downloads today." Oh, I should start my timer. And yes, I did fix my timer from yesterday. Oh, here we go. Whoa, that's not what I want. Man, going fast on this one's hard. Excuse me. Timing is just like a little trickier. Man, it's way harder. Kind of odd that it's different, actually. I wonder why that is. You can also mash. It's not quite as fast, though. Like, you can do it where you don't even see yourself appear in the middle. Well, the timing for that's kind of hard. Almost seems just about as good to mash. Maybe, see that right there, that's when it's beautiful. Could always do that. Push arrow and then mash A. It's definitely not, if I go too early, though, it's definitely not as good, see? Not nearly as good. But like I said, so far, surprisingly, going fast has not actually been the issue. It's been that I've been leaving too soon. And an occasional misread. But I keep just leaving early. Dude. This is not the prettiest looking A I've seen down there on the bottom left. Can I ever make it to 200 without dropping a dude? That is the real question. Wonder what Octopus is going to be like in the end. Because I did terrible on that my first time, but... maybe I'll do better. This one would really benefit. I could do much better too with double points mode. Obviously, again, you lose it once you die, but and this does have double points. I wonder how that works with the 500 and 700 increments. That's why I think this one doesn't have double scoring mode, actually. It's because I don't recall that being a thing I ever considered. I just like to know. Well, I actually messed up there. I'm glad I didn't die for it. Do. Beep. Beep. Do. Try to just actually get good at doing the input every time I want to move over the whole way, even if it's not really necessary to go that excessively fast. Just to get good at the timing, get practice with it, you know? Not even just practice, but like muscle memory. Like when I see a moment where it's good to do it, I'll automatically... Whoa. Well, here we go. Yep, no double scoring. I didn't think it had double scoring, but now I finally know. And unfortunately, Magic Joy Nerd found me the manual right when I, right when I figured it out. Oh, I did that backwards. I didn't think widescreen had it. I seem to remember it came... I kind of remember that it came along with the 300 score goal. Or, I mean, life refresh. So basically, with widescreen, I have more life refreshes, but less... but no double score mode. So Octopus is going to have a lot of life refreshes, which is really nice. Thank you for finding it, though. Is that like all of them? I should just, cause I almost should just download them all. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Oh, as much now that I've gotten through most of them. Do. Okay. Do. It doesn't say anything about double score? Yeah. That's what it seems like. I think that started with the, gosh, what came first? New widescreen or multi? I think new widescreen by like a hair, right? I seem to remember they were pretty close, although maybe it's the other way around. Actually, might have been multi first, and then new widescreen. No, wait, yeah, duh, because then it would have been widescreen into new widescreen. I think it was multi, and then new widescreen. So I think multi did the 300 score thing first. I've messed up. That's okay. Mess ups are a little bit more okay after 300 here. I don't need to stress too much about it. Oh, I did that backwards. was pretty rough, man. This one is hard. All right, thanks. Bip, bip. Are the beeps and boops worse in this one than manhole? I feel like they might be. Man, it's so hard to follow sometimes their order. Okay, lives are back. Halfway there. Would the second life refresh be better at 800, I wonder? Because it's 300 between the first two. Actually, what I would probably well, I think I'd prefer it to be at least 300 and then 500 would even be better. Because the thing is, once you get 700, you still need to get 300 more, and that's when it really matters. Oh my goodness, I got the ordering wrong, but it doesn't matter. So hard to tell with this one sometimes. Oh, so fast, man. Dude, this one is so hard to follow. I haven't hit 700 yet, so this is still an okay time to lose. Again, what's more scary about this is just what it means for the future. For that last stretch of 300, you know? If I'm losing at 600. Or I guess more like the 500. 500s. We'll say it. Oh, I went the wrong way again. Oh, it's so, man, when there's so many of them moving, it is so hard to keep track of what's even a guy moving up and what's a guy moving down. Man, this is hard. I never realized how raw fire gets at the end. Almost do want to cover my screen. I actually think it would help. It'd be really silly, but I'll save that for when I'm desperate. Man, if only it wasn't so slow at first, too. It is, like, more exciting later on, but it is just so slow at first. Wait, are those actually not fireman hats, and it's actually just Mario and Luigi's caps? Too bad this doesn't have double scoring and all the life refreshes. That would be beautiful. I could not get past 600, man. That's my other run that I got far, died in the 600s. Which really scares me, because there's still 300 more points I have to get after that. Sheesh. Ew. Surprise, surprise. It is the classic series that I'm spending much more time on. Just like Manhole. Unfortunately, with this one, I'm not really seeing any sort of magic ordering like I did with Manhole. You just have to follow it. It's just so hard when they're going up and down. And there's just like a million bodies on the screen at once. Unless there are some secret rules here that I'm not understanding about what can possibly be next, you know, at any given time. Or like if you have a certain combo, how that's going to follow out for the rest. Like in theory, you could memorize, okay, if I hit these two here, then I'm going to have to do them in this order later. But seems like a lot to... Okay, it doesn't matter because it's no double scoring. I just thought I moved way too early that time. I should just fail when I get close. So I can feel like I'm getting more out of my life refreshes. Mm. Mm. Eh. Uh-oh, I'm starting to feel my mental state getting a lot worse. Oh. If only the other game I could swap to wouldn't be something as already, like, sure, I could go fishing, but it's like, do I really want to try to learn a game in Japanese right now? Not so sure about that. So maybe I'll stick with it for longer. No, I'm not going to skip 2 games just to not play this one. I already don't like doing it once. Swapping to the N64 sounds just as annoying, if not worse. N64 is unfortunately, just doesn't mesh quite as well with my setup as the NES and SNES have. RetroTink has to be set up totally differently. Woohoo, I made it to 200. I'm so close. Eh. Today is Friday, right? I haven't lost my mind. Eh. So the video will go up today. The unique one. There's one more series I've wanted to make, but it's like a lot harder. I don't know when it'll happen. Like I've been surviving too much by the seat of my pants right now to try to work on it. There's like a summary of summaries, or a summary of the summaries that I want to do. Like 100 game summaries, basically. And I worked on it for a while. The history section ended up being kind of absurd. So it's going to be a nightmare of a video to make. I do think the history section for the first 100 might be one of the hardest. Because that's when, like, that has all of Nintendo's early history and stuff. Maybe it's secretly Sunday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Beep, beep, beep. Ooh, I almost said that ordering wrong. Ugh, I felt so accomplished, and I look up and it's only at 300. It's Christmas in July. Hard to think that half the year has gone by already. Man, I'm yawning too much. It's so funny. I try to get better sleep, and then I'm more tired, huh? Or is this just the day before's bad sleep? Still smacking me. Man, it's like, and normally when I'm tired, like, I can get into the game enough that I can stream it well. Ooh. But this game requires enough mental fortitude that I'm feeling it worse. Do. Gosh, I got messed up by the guys going up again. Oh, I almost didn't see that guy. Man, it's so hard to keep track of them. I'm actually legit thinking about covering up the guys going up. Would that be silly? Was that cheating? It's taping paper to my screen or something. Because I never look at them while they're going up. I mean, I guess it kind of gives me an idea of how busy it is, but like, I think it does more harm than good. Bam, 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 bam. Sometimes the patterns you get are just easier than others, though, which can really make a difference when you're at the high-speed parts. Well, I just got to 500 without actually having lost any lives between 300 and 500, interestingly. I think that's the first time that's happened. So maybe a sign that I'm improving? I find this one, for some reason, to be less, technically, or like, if you remember one of the big things I struggled with, not the only thing I struggled with, but one of the big things I struggled with in modern mode was just that fast input. I kept messing it up. In this one, I have more problems keeping up. Like, I occasionally had problems keeping up with, the modern one, but not like a ton. This one, I have a ton. Oh, I just didn't see it. Or like I messed up the ordering. The guys coming out of the building, I think, are the hardest for me to follow or to be ready for. So maybe it is a sign that watching them go up actually subconsciously does help me. Man, it's just at this point, I get too bad. I don't have what it takes. I'm a second-rate fireman. Oh, I moved... Dude, every time up here, once I get past this point, I just crash and burn, man. Oh, this scares me, because I'm just not even close, and this is easy. Oh, man. This is going to be harder than Manhole, from the looks of it. Maybe I should do hard mode first, so then easy mode would be a breeze. Do you bop when you're going through the middle like that? It's too early for me to be to be fried like this. I could just switch to another one. Try to shake things up. Get good at Octopus Classic for a bit. This one's gonna be a doozy. Does feel good to have Manhole completely done, though. I could try be on this, too, just to see it. I'm curious if it's actually gonna, like, start off faster, or is it just the guy jumping out the building at a different pace? Beep, beep. Beep. Dude. I don't know. Maybe I'll try Octopus after this just to shake it up, give my brain give it a break from this type of thinking. Octopus is actually a very different game. And I don't think I'm gonna get this feeling like I do. Both this and Oil Panic, actually. They're both, when you have like the more, well, actually, I don't know, maybe not oil panic. I wonder how hard the OG fire is to get to 1,000. That's got to be hard. Because you don't have any points refreshing. You know, speaking of best soundtrack, I've been thinking about dropping best song award. Just because it feels like there ends up being too much overlap with soundtrack, because often I talk about my favorite songs in the best soundtrack. Did I ask this already? Maybe I did. What, if I was to do a new presentation category, what would you guys want to see? What are some ideas? I have ones I've thought about, but I don't know what I would want to necessarily do. Like, there's certain things that I've currently lumped into visual design and story that I could spread out. Like, you know, writing or character designs or world building. Well, I made it to 200 again without getting hurt. Boop. Or just something else entirely that I haven't thought up of yet. Dude. Oh my goodness, I gotta stay awake. I'm actually starting to close my eyes. Why am I so tired? Should drink coffee before this. Do. Maybe, I guess maybe the beeps are having like a white noise effect on me. Do. You know, it's funny. As someone, I think someone, this is a random comment, but I talked about once in a video with a collection. What video was it? What summary video have I done with multiple games in it? Oh, Short Order and Explode. Where I said I don't like just averaging out the scores. And they were like, oh yeah, just take the best one and rate it that. But I don't think that's what I would do. It was like, or like, it's like, oh yeah, I agree. You just take the best one and, rate it that. But I don't know if that's what I would necessarily do either. It's more about how I just feel about the package as a whole. Bip, bip. Ah, I hate it when I just move too much. That's okay. My first life lost. I still got life refreshes to go. Gosh, that's not okay now. Man. Whew. I don't know. Maybe I should start thinking about swapping to a new game. I don't really want to do it this week. For whatever reason. But maybe I'll start thinking more about that next time. Funny how Game & Watches do this to me when I'm going for the big scores. Because I think the last game I did this for was Game Boy, or I did that for was Game Boy Gallery. I've grown to dislike doing it more over time, but sometimes it's less about like, it's kind of like with Mahjong, Yakuman Heaven. It's less about like there just being too much of this one game, because I have played games a lot, just one game only, like Harvest Moon. But it's more just like, I don't think it's helps my mental state, or like, I'm not at a place to do mentally well when I play it for this long. Well. Oh man, that was just annoying because the life refresh messed me up. Okay, that's really bad. It's really, really bad. This is the stretch I've been struggling with. Just got off kilter from the pause. I wish it would just refresh them without pausing. Honestly. Oh my goodness, I can't do this. I can't. Oh. It's so over. It's like, I feel like I'm getting worse. Every run I've been dying a little sooner, which is a bad sign. Oh. I can't keep doing this. I'm gonna play Octopus for now and see how that goes. This one is brutal. I think that's gonna be the hardest. That's not even hard mode yet. Now this one I did bad, but I partly just blame me not being used to this game on it. Is there like optimal times to go for this? Anyone know? I doubt anyone knows. Like, I don't really understand how it determines how much points you get based on like how much treasure you've grabbed and stuff. Like, would it be better to legit just get half of what I need and then run up and do it all? That was kind of scary. That wasn't even that many points in the end. This seems like the slowest game. You might be right. At least I'm always doing stuff, though. I might be dead. Yeah. That's what you gotta watch out for. Gosh, it got me. That, for some reason, that far right tentacle is getting me like a hair sooner than I think it's going to. Yeah, I did not like that scenario there. I don't totally like this. This could end bad. Okay, good. Actually, I don't know. Is this going to be that slow? I don't know if it will be. Maybe it just doesn't feel as bad. The problem with this one is that most Game & Watches get faster as they go, but this one won't. So, like, I don't know if this first 100 is as slow as, Fire, for example. Oh, I do not like that. And it's still pretty slow, though. It feels, for some reason, mentally, though, it's not as rough for me. I could have grabbed more there. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I was trying to get this back to safety. Well, shoot. I could just leave Fire for the ending, too, like I did with Ball. Then I worry a little bit about, you know, just being stuck on it for too long. But I guess what's the difference between getting stuck on it now versus getting stuck on it later? Oh, this is really bad. Whew. Wait, do you just get 3 every time you go back up? So it's just better to always go up. Like, always. Yeah, you just get 3 every time you bring treasure back to the top. So you absolutely do not want to waste your time down here. It's more like you just do it if you're stuck. You always get exactly 3. It's different, I think, than in the modern version. Oh, I don't like this. Okay, we're fine. I mean, I guess if you're down there, though, it's pretty fast just to keep grabbing, too. So it's still kind of worth it. Yeah, I'm definitely getting better. I do think this one will probably take a while, though. Wow, I had a lot more free time over there than I realized. Bah, bah, bah. Oh, I thought it was going down for a second and I panicked. Oh, I do not like this. Luckily, the right tentacle is fine. Could have been worse. Oh, I thought he was going to the left. Since this is widescreen, though, I should get lives at 200, 500, and 700, which is pretty nice. See how hard it is, though. I don't like this. Okay, we just got lucky. If that right tentacle came out faster, I would have been cooked. Uh-oh. That was a bad time to go over there. That was a big risk. Being on the right side of the tentacle is actually pretty bad. Or, like, the right side of this one here. That's how you get trapped. Uh-oh, like, I should almost have left by this point, but I got lucky. Because you can get stuck even with the third one going slowly. And then the 2 will trap you. That can happen too. Do. Wow. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It happened again. Gotta watch out for that top tentacle when I'm trying to go down after a death, apparently. I've made that mistake more than once. Okay, I might still get my guys back here. Ooh, that was scary. Bip, bip, bip. Just gotta get my guys back. Come on. Once you make enough money, you can buy more employees. No matter how dangerous. Uh-oh. I don't totally like this, but... Ah! Wait, there's money to be had here. We can take the risk. Doot, doot, doot. Doot, doot, doot. Ah! I didn't mean to move there. Just weird. You can push left and up to move to the back of the boat, and then right or down. Wait, no. Can you move right here, though? You can. So right and down are the same input, and up and left are the same ones. That's part of what tripped me up, is I pushed down again, not realizing it would move me to the right. That is a really big octopus. I guess it does kind of make sense as the final smash. Can you think of a more intimidating villain in a Game & Watch that's not just a licensed thing? Like Donkey Kong or Brutus? Oh, I guess some of the later ones had villains. Like the guy in Bomb Sweeper. Or, Safe Buster. Gold Cliff had a bad guy. Although that, to be honest, just seemed more like I was stealing his treasure and he had every right to try to kick me out, but whatever. Why are my lights keep flickering? Is that someone else's air conditioner doing that to my room? Maybe theirs is the one that's draining all the power. Nah, my own air conditioner makes my lights flicker too. Maybe that's the problem, is that it's a couple of bad air conditioners. Okay, this does feel pretty slow. That was a really slow 100. Uh-oh, this is a little scary. Okay, I'm good. Oh, I like... Shoots. This is rough. I've got a very uphill battle. Yeah, the sharks in those ones, though, feel a little bit more like just an explanation for why failure is dangerous. They're not actually, you know, you're not actually having to dodge them or anything. Which, humorously, I guess that's sort of true for any of the ones that feature Donkey Kong. No, Game & Watch's final smash should have been, he turns into the entire cement factory. and crushes them. Oh, it's that spot again. It's never worth the risk. It comes out so fast. I'm like, oh, it still got a few ticks in it, and then it just happens. Man. I'm learning. This one is slow. If you're a navigator, which one do you consider the hardest? Yeah, Oil Panic I don't think is going to be that bad. I'm not sure how hard this one will be. It's just kind of long. Actually, while we're doing it, tell me your whole order. Easiest to hardest, not including moderns. Uh-oh, I don't totally like this. Yeah, I'm fine. Unless you want to include moderns too, actually. Go for it. So far, my ordering would be manhole easiest. Modern. Then... Fire modern. Then... Manhole classic, fire classic, although I haven't beaten fire classic yet. I'm not sure if modern of this one will be much easier. We'll see. Oh, I don't like this scenario. Okay, we're fine. You own a Game & Watch in real life? Nice. I would love to own all of them, but they're so pricey now. Who can guess? Oh gosh, there's like 60 of them. Let's guess a common one. Fire. For the widescreen. Oh. Yeah, I have those two, Dog and Mockin'. It's another guess. Super Mario Brothers. Oh, Mario the Juggler. The last one. Outside of the modern ones. Finally beat that game? Are you talking about Fire? Because no, I did not beat it. I gave up. I'm taking a break. My brain was not... I was getting worse and worse with every run, so I was like, I need to step back. Anyone have any that are like not the main Nintendo? Oh. That's okay, I'm close to my lives. Like any of the pocket-sized ones or the... I don't remember what they called them. The ones done by third parties that look different. Yeah, they are. I've played them all on an emulator. Oh, what a terrible, terrible spread there. I guess I needed to hide there on the left. The middle left one. It's hard to know. I mean, I think the speed is consistent for, like, a particular extension. So I guess I could have used that. Oh, no. Oh, no. Dude, I was just dead. You had to... I guess you just had to run away when you see that coming. Man. Ugh. I feel like I got some really rough patterns there. Wait a second. How much extensions does that one get? It has a fourth one. So that spot right there is actually the one that it takes the longest to go out anyway. I didn't catch that till just now. See how it has 4 parts? So if I need to rush, that's the one that has a bit of time. Normally it's 3 and then a poke. But that middle left one has a 4th piece before it pokes. There's the mini classics, yeah. Then there's also like... There was like the watch ones as well or something. Weren't they like actually watches? I don't know, there's a lot of variations of those, but some of it I think is just in the packaging. Uh-oh. Man, I've gotta like get better at detecting when it's not safe. Or else I just get stuck. Gosh, God. Man, I'm not playing well. Oh, I did it again! Oh, boy. Oh, boy. How's the game of operation going? Well, I finished Manhole, and then I got wrecked by fire, so now I'm retreating to this game, and I'm not doing so hot, frankly. Game & Watch Gallery, man, I can't play this game for too long. It cooks my brain. It's kind of surprising. I had the same problem with Game Boy Gallery. Just keeping focus for 4 hours straight on these things is just... my brain can't handle it. Whoa, I almost just ran into that. Oh! A moves down too? I didn't realize that. Wait, A is also... Oh, I don't even need to push A to grab the treasure chest. That's what I've been doing. They didn't re-release Game & Watches. They did like these collector's edition Game & Watches where it was like, it actually mostly had emulators for the old games. So it would be like, you could play there was one that had Super Mario Brothers and maybe Lost Levels. I don't remember if it did or not. I think it had Lost Levels. But then it also had a Game & Watch on it that was reskinned. So there was Ball with Mario as the protagonist, like Mario the Juggler. Dang nabbit, dude. I'm playing so bad. And then they also had like a Zelda one that had Zelda 1, Zelda 2, Link's Awakening, and then Vermin with Link as the main character. Oh, they did re-release Ball once. As like a Club Nintendo award or something, I think. But I don't think did that have a full color to LCD screen? I don't remember if that one did. Or if that I think that was just straight up the original game, wasn't it? In a different package. I didn't mean to go up all the way there. I thought I would grab onto the rope. Man. I might just be too cooked today. Even switching to octopus hasn't been enough to restore my brain. Wait, there is a moment there. For some reason I thought I was not where I was. Oh, I should have done this. It does feel passive aggressive, you're right. Get a little salty whenever I see it. No, I'm not gonna try oil panic right now. That's when I'd rather be in a bit better of a mental state. I wanted to try octopus because it's a little more active. I don't know how else to describe it besides that. It's just a very different kind of thinking. Oil panic is a little bit too, but... Oh, that was kind of scary. Bup, 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 bup. Oh, I don't really like this. Okay, we're fine. Forgot A pushes me forward. Oh, that was just nasty. I could have timed it right, but that was just rough. I mean, I could just always, if I see the far left one going down, I could run. That's not always safe, though, because that even that top left arm can be a problem in that scenario. That was actually kind of scary. Probably shouldn't have gone down, but oh well. Up, up, up. Oh, that was actually close. I wasn't paying attention to the far left tentacle. I'm trying to avoid, like there, that would have been pretty dicey, actually. I'm trying to avoid even getting stuck behind the third tentacle. Because sometimes you just get in a really bad scenario when that happens. I'll see like this. I shouldn't. Nah. Nah. What? Sorry, it's a phone call. Bup, bup, bup. Oh, that was scary. Yeah, I know. I actually, it's what's interesting. I just recently had someone talk about that on my video on Donkey Kong. Because there was, like, another thing that some people point to as an earlier D-pad. I don't really think so. I still feel like, Donkey Kong was the first one to really do it. But... Oh man, I'm getting so much treasure. Oh, I forgot that pushing A does that, man. I feel like I'm still slipping up like some fundamental things. It was kind of sad. Uh-oh, I don't really like this. Okay, we're fine. I'm like pushing A up top. Again, that's how I deposit my treasure, but I don't need to do that at all, and I really need to stop. It's pointless. Like, my brain is going, oh, you push A at the treasure, you push A at the top. You don't even have to push A at the treasure either. You can just push right. Oh, I should have grabbed... Oh, 2 more. Give me my guys back! Ah! That. Do. Feel like I'm getting better, but it's still... I don't really like that. It was probably fine, but yeah, it was definitely fine. I was still a little scared. I'm trying to be more cautious in general about... Ooh, okay, that could have been way worse. That could have been a really sneaky pattern. Oh! Something about the distances, I get a little caught up by. I don't know if it's leftover from... Uh-oh. Oh, I'm just dead. Oh, I'm not dead. Whew. From when I played the modern version, but sometimes I think there's like one more spot I can move to, and then I get majorly tripped up when it's not there. Another interesting story about that D-pad is that Yokoi's name is not on the patent for it. But apparently that was like more of a laziness thing than anything else. He didn't write a patent when he first invented it. And they made it like a year later. And then he had someone else at the company who just drew the diagrams for the patent. He's like, oh, just put your name on it. And, apparently, Yamauchi was even kind of mad at Yokoi for not putting enough effort into the patent because so many people were able to easily copy the D-pad. Like, the patent was kind of a rush job all around. That was a little sketch. It's good that I got out when I did, though. It was getting worse. Oh! Yeah, you definitely can't, like, just look at the right tentacle to know what's dangerous. Even the third tentacle can be bad in the wrong... Ah! Man, I'm not good at this one, I feel like. Hopefully I just get better. Like, I'm kind of hoping I'll get to a point where when I get good enough, I'll just get all the way to the end, but I don't know. I feel like I'm so far still. Speaking of far, I'm so far from another life refresh still. This one could be pretty hard for me too. Like, I feel like I got to 500 sooner in fire, but maybe just the later parts of fire are gonna be harder. I'm glad it did not buffer my input there, because I would have ran into the tentacle. I don't like how offset they are. Okay, not too bad. Long way to go. Long way to go even for another life refresh. I tried to get one more grab in there, but I left too soon. You have to, like, watch this animation, but you can cancel the animate. Uh-oh. Ooh. Luckily, I just knew that there was more forgiveness with that middle left one. Doot. I maybe could have lived that, but that was a pretty nasty setup there. I think it was good that I bailed and ran to safety. Sorry, I'm not reading chat right now. I'm focused. I really want to get to this 500. Just a little bit sketch. Fine. Uh-oh. Okay, good. That could have been a lot worse. I have a little bit more time there to grab. I don't have to go the moment I see the second, or the, you know, the middle left arm go out, but I guess it is better safe than sorry. I've actually almost made it somehow. I didn't think I was going to make it to 500. Hey, got my guys back. What's a better game, Donkey Kong Country or Donkey Kong 94? I like Donkey Kong Country better. Donkey Kong 94 is pretty cool, though. It's probably, I would say, the best classic Donkey Kong game, too. I would agree with that. Uh-oh, this is a little dicey. It's fine in the end. I don't like when the middle's this offset. Ba-ba-ba. I would say 9 to 4 is a pretty high 8, though. First time I played it, I gave it a 9. This time I didn't feel it quite as much, but it's close. Oh! But I also really like the Donkey Kong Country games, so. Oh, I'm cooked. That was bad, dude. That setup is rough. Not too bad, though. This is a stretch of only 200 before life refreshes. Oh! Oh! I just didn't need to move that far. I didn't... Oh, man. I was doing so good. A couple stretches of really nasty setups here. It's still doable, but this is pretty bad now. Is Donkey Kong 64 the weakest game of the franchise? It depends on what you're covering as the Donkey Kong franchise. I would absolutely say that some of the Mario vs. Donkey Kong games are worse than Donkey Kong 64. And I actually really like Donkey Kong 64. Like, a lot. So, I wouldn't agree with that on multiple levels. I would say I like it better than any of the classic-style Donkey Kong games, actually. I have not played, I haven't played Barrel Blast or the Conga games, if you even want to count those. I just don't like the setup. I'm still not a fan of this right now. I need something better. Okay, this'll work. It's the thing, you can always wait out a bad setup. Sorry, I'm walking in again. Oh, that one was just going fast. Really close. Sweet. Ah! Do you not get a life refresh at 700 on the widescreen? Is it only 200 and 500? Uh-oh. That means bad news for fire. Uh-oh. Finally done with the Wii retro treatment stuff? Nice. Oh, I would look to chat. That's what I get. Oh, wow, that's rough. I thought that means fire is gonna be way harder. What was I gonna look up? Oh, that manual. I wanted to look at that again. What does it say about the other ones? So for fire, when does it say you get lives? It's just 200 or 500. I thought it was also 700. Oh no, that makes fire so much worse. That makes fire so much worse. This one is rough too, but... Oh, man. Okay. This game is going to be really hard. I knew it was going to be, but... I'm even still kind of like... Like, we're going to be on this for a while, I think. Oh, gosh. I may need to quit early today, man. We've talked about Donkey Kong 64 before on this stream, but that was a game that I was surprised to hear as an adult that suddenly people started to say it wasn't very good. And then I replayed it thinking, oh, maybe it isn't. Maybe I won't. Like, maybe I'll be disappointed in it, but nope, I still love it. I don't really get the modern discourse around it that much, personally. So you will always catch me standing for that game. I mean, obviously, people are entitled to dislike what they dislike and all that. It's just more like, I don't know. It's definitely something I'm just not on the same page with people on. Oh, man. You were bored throughout it? Yeah, I just don't agree. I have a fun time with it. Ah! But I also, like... in general... I like just collectathon. Like, I've said this before, but like collectathons don't need to be hard for me to enjoy them, which is not true for all genres. Anything that has a lot of exploration, I really like, regardless of how difficult it is. I could have escaped to the left, dude. I'm doing terrible. A lot of it was collecting for collecting's sake. I guess I don't understand the difference. I got so tripped up by that tentacle, I thought it was going to hit me on the right. I need to stop. My brain is mush. I might just have to stop soon, guys. Even this one's starting to take its toll on me. Hello, Leapster. You came right as I said I'm about to quit. Doesn't matter quite as much early on. No, it does not. Widescreen series does not have double score mode, and instead you have 2 life refreshes, one at 200 and one at 500. Do. Uh-oh. That was close a couple times. Do. Watch Danny Phantom. It's kind of random, but no, I have not actually. I can't remember if that was after my time or just because I didn't watch cable. I just don't remember ever seeing it on when I was, when we were watching cable, but maybe I just was never on at the right time. Aw. What time frame? When was its run? Ugh. Dude, I can't do this anymore. It's close to when I normally end anyway. Oh, I'm worried about this game. This game's hard. This game's really hard. Oh. The classic ones. If it was just the modern ones, it wouldn't be so bad, but these classic ones are grueling. All right, that'll be all for today. Let me go ahead and stop the timer.